Hello, this is Gaming Master, and we're going to be playing some more of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the last episode, we got to 2 shrines. We basically solved 2 shrines. And now we're going for the other 2. So basically, we're supposed to find 2 shrines. Here they are. We already did 2 other shrines. And all we had to do 4 shrines to get the paraglider to get off the Great Plateau. Alright, so first, I wanted to go here because this is where you're gonna start to learn how to cook. And I really wanted to show you guys because it's really important. So yeah, that mushroom increases your stamina, which is really important, especially when you're climbing or swimming. There's the old man here sleeping. There's a woodcutter's axe, spicy pepper, which will help you withstand the cold. So one of the shrines is actually in the cold. So if we were able to actually have some cold resistance, that would be really good, because then we don't die out of being frozen. Then I mean that wouldn't be good. So we can go collect more spicy pepper. And now, should we read the diary? All right, let's read. On this desolate plateau, the only thing that comforts me is cooking. And today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it the spicy meat and seafood fry. This recipe not only restores health, but also keeps me warm even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish of side, I no longer have need of that itchy, warm double. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else I used. My age is catching up to me. Alright, so yeah, that's another recipe to get the warm double. There's many ways, actually, to, we're going to probably do the shrine where you get to the snowy parts. I'll talk about that later in the episode, because we're probably going to get there in the episode, but we'll talk about that later. But for now, we're focusing on the shrine that's up on the mountain. So, you can cook these apples. Simmered fruit. Alright, but we can cook some mushrooms, I guess. I mean, it's never a bad time to cook. So yeah, you can just go to a cooking pot and cook. It's not really that difficult. We could eat a little bit of mushrooms just to get our health back. Alright, let's take some of the monster parts and put in that rhino beetle we got in the beginning of the game, and that should increase our attack power. So basically, it'll, let's say our weapon did this amount of damage, it'll do more damage if we drink this elixir. So we can make another one of those. Sometimes you can make an elixir with it, and if you cook it alone, it's, we'll get to that later. But for now, let's cook some of this spicy pepper. And if we cook it, it'll give us 2 minutes and 30 seconds of cold resistance. So if we go on a snowy mountain or anything, we should be able to withstand the cold. We can cook some of these stamina mushrooms, give us some more stamina. There we go. It'll restore most of our stamina. What else should we cook? Let's cook some Hylian shrooms. Just cook the last of these. Not the last. I mean, there is one more, which I could just use for later. We got this rush room. So yeah, when I cut out one of those parts, I got a rush room, which basically increases your speed. So that's really good. I also got a key swing, which is from a bat, and a key's eyeball, which can also be used for elixirs. Alright, so let's get some of these apples, because I like apples. But right now I wanted to cut down this tree with my axe. Oh, a korok leaf. No, I need the korok. The korok leaf is so good. The korok leaf. I'll get rid of the book. I mean, even though I feel a little bad, because I like my weapons. But I mean, that wasn't the greatest weapon. It's not the best, so I'm not really Alright, the Sunset Firefly, that will increase our stealth. We can get some more of these. Right, at night, you get a lot of them. Although, I don't think, you're probably never going to find them in the day, which makes sense. So yeah, I also picked up some more weapons when I cut parts out. So yeah, a lot happened, but I was just walking again. Oh. Something happened. I wanted to do something, but then they decided that they would wake up. So yeah, I wanted to do the sneak strike, so I could kill them in one hit. Because if they're sleeping or like they don't see you, you could kill them in one hit, but I mean, it's not. Alright, yeah, if they see you. Alright, so let's blow up this wall with the bombs we got from the last episode. And let's see what's inside this chest. Fire arrows, okay. Is that, I mean, we have 10 fire arrows. I mean, fire arrows are really good. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad, but I'm just, you know, sometimes I kind of prefer, well, my favorite, those aren't my favorite, I mean, that's my second favorite arrows, actually. They're actually really good arrows, but, you know. I'll tell you later. We will get it on the plateau, actually. Just later. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, there are these platforms you can climb onto. It's basically a huge mountain. Normally there aren't these baby steps, but they do have it. Just to, you know, like, they don't want to make it too hard in the beginning of the game. But, I mean, they're, like, making it a little too easy. Like, we have that stamina restoration, but I mean, they're letting us, I mean, they're making it easy, because like even later in the game you could like make your stamina wheel have more and more, but on the plateau you only have like one stamina wheel, so you can't really do too much. But yeah, this is the rush room that increases your speed. That's what I got when I cut out one of the parts. So yeah, there's a bunch of those up there. They usually are on mountains. They usually grow on mountains, so that's why we're seeing so many. Because this is not the biggest mountain in Hyrule, but it's a big mountain. I mean, if you climbed like the biggest mountain in Hyrule, there would probably be a ton of mushrooms. But the biggest mountain is a snowy mountain, so like, you know, it's a little different. But alright, so we've regained our stamina, and let's keep on going up. Wait, we have 5 rush rooms? I actually didn't know that. Okay, yeah, if you cook 5 rush rooms, like, I know, if you cook 1, it's just gonna be a little, it's just not gonna be too much. Like, it's gonna make you go fast, but if you cook 5, it's gonna do much more. So I'm really excited for that, you know, just having that around. So alright, we made it to the next shrine. We can go and activate it. Or should we activate it, or should we end the video? I mean, that would be a short video, right? Yeah. I don't think we should stop. Should we do it? No, let's do it. That would be a short video. It's only been like 9 minutes. I'm not like doing that again. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do the shrine. I mean, if we didn't do any shrines in one episode, that wouldn't be good. I mean, later in the game, like when we're like really far and we like don't have time to do shrines or something. I mean, this isn't like the most important thing to do. You really only have to do these 4 shrines to get the paraglider. But right now, this is like our main quest. So, yeah, we could just end the video, but I am not ending the video because that would be too short. Alright, so we got Stasis, which should stop the flow of an object. This is actually really cool. This is one of my favorites because it can be used in combat and it can be used for shrines. And I know like all the runes are like able to be used in shrines, but not all you can use in combat, you know? Like I know like most of them, like the bombs, the magnesis. So yeah, I guess you could say most of them do. But there is one that, I mean, could, but barely. I mean, yeah, I guess in general you could say runes do help you in combat. But as you just saw, we use Stasis to freeze that gear, pushing that. So that's really, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it didn't kill me? I didn't know I didn't know. I thought I would die. Well, I'm grateful. If I died in a shrine, that's a huge moment right now. Imagine if I lost. Then we would have to start all over again, because this is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, beating the game without dying. That would be so bad. Alright, let's be careful. Let's be careful. Just run to the chest. Oh my god. It fell right. Alright, this is a risk. I never knew I would take so many risks in this. Just so you know, this was not planned. So, please don't think I planned this, because I did not plan to lose so badly. Alright, but the shield, as you can see, it's the cover of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so it's a really cool shield to have. But now we got the iron sledgehammer. It does 12 damage, so I would really like to take it, so I'm throwing away this spear that does 2 damage, because the sledgehammer does 10 more damage than it does. Alright, so we have this ball here, and if you hit it, it won't move, and you're like trapped. What do? Whoa. If you stop time, and keep on hitting it, yeah, so if you hit it, and you stop the time, it's like not moving, right? Because the time stopped, but once you do many hits, it like it starts to move because you hit it so many times, but it just didn't, you just didn't see it because like it was frozen, you know? So yeah, you could do that with many other things. Like you could like freeze a ball and then use stasis on it and then like make it roll into enemies or something. And then you could like kill them or injure them or something. But I do have an example for that. Like some camp we fought in the beginning of the, in the first episode. But I mean, I'm not going to refer to that because that's too difficult to refer to. And you guys aren't going to know what I'm talking about. Because that was a while ago. I mean, there was a ball and there was like a bunch of explosive barrels and stuff like that. But yeah, we can also get this to move and see the chest. So that's really important stuff. Can we see the ball, like when it rolled down? No. I didn't think so. I thought like maybe we could see how it like fell down, but I mean it didn't, so. That was funny. I mean, I wouldn't think that you could like track it down. Like that wouldn't be possible, or at least I don't think so. Alright, we got the Traveler's Bow. Traveler weapons are cool because they're the cover of Zelda, so. I mean, they're fun, but I mean, they're not powerful. They're not the best. Alright, so there's a camp down there, but I don't have a paraglider, so I can't just go glide down there. If I jump down, I'm surely gonna die. So let's not die again. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna travel. So I think what I'll probably do, I actually wanted to do a little stuff first. Like, I wanted to actually do a little bit of hunting. Even though I have like enough recipes and stuff like that, I already cooked all this stuff for the cold resistance and stuff like that, but I mean, I kind of wanted to do a little more stuff. Like I feel like I never really like take the time to do this, but I really should because it's actually important. Even though I don't usually do it, like later in the game when there's like people around besides the old man, then like they can sell to you and stuff like that. But we're not getting to that now. So yeah, basically the first shrine we did, I just went to the forest and I just killed an animal in the head. So if you shoot him in the head, he'll die immediately. If you don't shoot him in the head, he won't die unless you use like a fire arrow or ice arrow or something like that. So yeah, I killed him there and I got raw meat. So now, if I cook it, I'll get not seared steak, but a meat skewer. How do I know that? Because I've cooked that dish a million times. And it restores 2 hearts. But I wanted to make that meat and seafood fry the old man was talking about. He did meat and the spicy pepper. And so, like, but obviously there would be fish. So I put an apple in for good luck and it gave me simmered fruit. So that was actually a little annoying because that was the only meat I had and that was the only fish I had. So that's sad because I really wanted that. Alright, so we can cook the firefly, which we can turn into elixir and make it a sneaky elixir to make us more stealthy, basically to make us more sneaky. I mean, that's basically what the elixir was called. It actually does a good amount. It's a mid amount. It does a mid resistance. I mean not a resistance. I mean, I don't know what that's called, but oh look how many. Oh look how many there are. There's so many. Oh, I need to kill them all. This, kill him. You have to shoot him in the head. Wait, he got away! He got away! Aw, I didn't shoot him in the head? I was sure I shot him in the head. Can I keep on? I'm not gonna catch up to him, will I? Oh, he's going to the enemy camp. So the bokoblins actually tried to hunt them down. I wonder if they can kill him for me. Oh, okay, they saw me. They saw me. They saw me. They saw me. Okay, kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Where's my arrow? I saw an arrow. Yeah. Okay, I want to take my arrow back. Right, you get out of here. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's blowing the horn. He's blowing the horn. Okay. Alright, I got the raw meat. I thought maybe they would kill him for me, but I mean, they're not good at it. I mean, normally they are. Normally, like, I'm trying to kill one, and then he just runs into an enemy camp. They kill him, and I try to take the meat, and then they eat it before I can even take it. Which gets actually really annoying, because sometimes, it's just really, like, sometimes I end up losing the meat. Like, even if you kill the enemy, you're not going to get the meat back. Like, it's just impossible. Alright, so we got a chest. Let's see what's in there. An opal. I don't really care about opals too much. It's not too good. Alright, so let's see. What should we do? Should we just go to the next shrine? I guess we could. Like, it's not. I'm not like really like worried about going or anything, or like I'm not really rushing it. So, and this forest has a lot of secrets. So, I actually really wanted to check this out. Yeah, this, especially this, the Korok seed. Remember in the first episode we got that Korok seed? It was the first one we had. That's why it says we have 2. That's why. Oh my god. That's why it said we had 2. Because we got one in the first episode. So, in case you don't remember, you can rewatch it. It's actually in the, like, it's in, like, the beginning of the first episode. Like, it's right in front of you. It may not seem like the beginning to you, but to me it is. Okay, so I believe we can cook again. But, yeah, you can mix foods, too. Like, you don't have to do, like, 2 stem mushrooms or like a million of those, like, you know. So you can sit by the fire to pass time, which I'm not doing. So I'm just gonna make like a meat and mushroom, like. Oh, I didn't even know that's what it was called. I just randomly Wow. Alright, let's put this stamina shroom. Energizing mushroom skewer. Yeah, that was good. There is a Hylian shroom over here, which is awesome because I love mushrooms. So we can grab that. So should we go to the shrine now? Or should we end the video? What should we do? Well, that shouldn't take too long because we have that shrine over there, but we also have the Shrine of Resurrection, but there's a river called the River of the Dead. So I wouldn't want to go from the Shrine of Resurrection in case I die. So, I mean, going there shouldn't be too long because all I'm doing is like walking there. I mean, I'll show you like how your Link gets cold and stuff, but other than that, I could pretty much cut out all of those parts. So I'll show you like what I mean when I'm like going over and like getting cold and losing health. But other than that, I could just cut parts out because that's not needed. Is the chest in there? No, I don't think there's a chest. Alright, so, oh, there's more baby steps. I actually didn't know that that was there. I thought that it wasn't there. I thought, so this is actually a bigger, right, so this is the mountain, part of the snowy mountain. I actually did not know that. I actually, that's the first time I've ever seen that, and I've played this game like a million times. And that's another secret I don't know. Oh my god, I never thought I would discover so much stuff. Alright, what should I get rid of? I mean, I really like this rusty broadsword, but it's rusty, it breaks, and before it was my best weapon, but not anymore, and it's too rusty, so I don't need it. So Link will climb higher and higher, and then there will be snow up here, and now the temperature is getting dangerously low. And so we're running around looking for shelter, and Link starts to lose health. So we need to take those spicy peppers and make it cold resistant. If you don't cook the peppers, it won't give you cold resistance. So that's really important. You need to cook it. And you can't roast it or anything. So yeah, literally by the shrine. Literally, just like below the shrine. It's like a little up, it's a little higher. It's a little on a higher mountain. Like it's just up here. And below that, if you purchase the DLC, which is the thing you purchase for $20, you'll find that chest over there that will give you bomb arrows. Basically, you know those explosive barrels? Barrels. It's basically those things, but put into arrows. So alright, we found our last shrine. But yeah, we can go in there. So alright. But I think this might be the end of the episode. I guess we could just like see what the power is and stuff like that, but otherwise I think that's the end. But alright, but yeah, just so you know, you can't like put it by a fire or anything. You have to use it with a cooking pot if you're trying to cook the spicy pepper. So just keep that in mind, just so you're not surprised. Alright, so we got our power. This is the power that isn't used too much in fighting because it's